Hey guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. So this is going to be like a huge Empties video. I have not filmed an Empties since June 2022. We're now heading into January 2023 and I haven't done an Empties. So I've got like 6 months of Empties. Now don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's the odd thing I've forgotten, but for the most part, I've got most of it here. So this is probably going to be a long video. We've got a lot to get through. I'll try and be as quick as I can, but you may want to get yourself a nice drink, a tea, a coffee, a wine, whatever your poison of choice. So let's jump in. So the first thing I've got, and I must buy millions of these, this is by Bioderma. It's the Sensibo H2O Makeup Removing Micellar Solution for Sensitive Skin. I use this to take my eye makeup off. I've tried every sensitive eye makeup remover in existence, it feels like. This is the only one that never ever causes any irritation, never stings my eyes, and is just the gentlest thing ever. I've tried like the cheaper versions that Garnier and stuff do, and they sting my eyes, even the sensitive ones. So yeah, this is the one for me. I love this. I buy it online, usually in like a bundle, or I find some kind of deal wherever I can. I'll link it underneath. If you've not tried it and you suffer with sensitive eyes or sensitive skin in general, try using this to remove your makeup, and it's just gorgeous. It's also quite nice, it's like a skin refresher as well. If you've got a bit of sleep in your eyes in the morning, it's nice to kind of wipe it away. But yeah, love this one. Keeping on with skincare from Summer Fridays, I've got the Soft Reset AHA Exfoliating Solution, and this is in like a glass bottle. So this lasted for quite a long time. I didn't use it that often. So it is an exfoliant. This is one that I would put on a cotton pad, sweep over my face after I've cleansed and dried my skin. This is quite a potent, powerful one, so I would definitely not go in with any other skin acids after using it, whereas some of the other ones I use in my routine are quite a bit gentler. This is just really quite strong. So this was more for when my skin was breaking out, so I'd maybe only use it a couple of times a week, so it lasted like a year because I wasn't using it all the time, but I'd only use it once a day, and I would not use any other sort of actives or skin acids or anything at the same time. But it is actually really good if you suffer from breakouts, or if you've got a lot of texture you want to get rid of, that kind of thing. It's really good for that, and it lasts quite a long time. A little goes a long way. I've got so many things, we're just going to randomly go through it. So for the body, the Necessaire The Body Serum. I've spoken about this before. I've got through a few of these, probably one every 3 months with this. You don't need much. It's literally a serum for your body. It's got gorgeous ingredients in what you would usually find in like high-end skincare for your face, but this is in a body serum. It's got hyaluronic acid in there. I just use this as like a booster to my body moisturizer. Also from Necessaire, also got through quite a few of these. This is the body lotion. They are both fragrance free. This one is approved by the National Eczema Society because I get eczema on my body, so I have to be really careful what I use. Like I said, they're both fragrance free. But even if you haven't got super sensitive skin, one benefit of having fragrance free body care products is the fact that they don't interfere with anything else you use. So if you're wearing perfume, they're not competing with perfume. You should make perfume last longer on your body because moisturizers do. So a little bit of a dab of like a body lotion or body cream that's fragrance free, and your fragrance, it should last a little bit longer. But these both have amazing ingredients in for the skin. Moisturize, nourish, strengthen, hydrate, replenish, plump. They just work. They're just brilliant. Space NK is still the only place you can get them in the UK. In the US, obviously you can get them from Sephora, you can get them from the Necessaire website. You can in the UK actually have them shipped over from the Necessaire website, but it's generally a bit more cost effective to get them from Space NK these days. But got through a couple of each and they're brilliant. Hair care, I've got through more than this, but these are just the ones I happen to put to one side. This will be no surprise again if you've watched me for a while. The Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo. So this one is the Advanced Clean, which is the newer version, and then the dry shampoo is the sort of standard older version. I've got through multiples of each. I seem to get loads of like travel sizes. They include them in a lot of goodie bags and advent calendars and stuff, so I do buy the full sizes as well, but I seem to have got through a lot of minis just lately. So these are just perfect because they don't just add a bit of like dust to your hair or try and mask it with powder. This actually cleans your hair, and your hair actually feels cleaner when you use it. The best way to use these, I have found, is by blasting your roots with a hairdryer once you've applied it, left it for like 30 seconds, rubbed it in a bit, blast it with a hairdryer just to get rid of any residual. It adds texture, your hair looks clean again, and it's just a lifesaver. The Advanced Clean version gives you a little bit more texture than the original, but they're both brilliant, hence why I keep using so many. I've got a neck serum. This is by Necessaire, and this is the neck serum, again fragrance free. This is quite expensive. It's a multi-peptide collagen support. Now Whenever I speak about neck products, people have like two schools of thought. So a lot of people, not like me obviously, think what's the point in having a separate serum for your neck? Why not just use your face cream? And while that's great and everything, for me, I have such sensitive skin on my neck, I can't necessarily use the same stuff on my face as I'd use on my neck. And I have to be careful and test everything I use to see how my skin reacts. This doesn't make my skin react, and it's one of the few neck creams that doesn't, that moisturises my skin. Like I said, it's not got fragrance in it. It's really, really good. It's pricey, but for me and my particular skincare concerns, it's worth it because it's one of the few I can actually safely use. I would recommend it as a neck serum. I do find it helps a little bit with like dryness and like lines and stuff on your neck. It's not a miracle cure, nothing is, but it does seem to sort of plump things out, make things a little bit nicer. So it's a nice neck serum. And like I said, if you're somebody like me that suffers with eczema and sensitive skin, you may well be able to use this. Randomly, a supplement I've started taking a range of supplements because my skin is really playing up on my body, my eczema and stuff's flaring up, I'm having reactions to everything, I kept getting ill, and I'm looking at things that will help my immune response and things like that. And one of the things I came across in some research and things I was doing and reading about and studies and whatnot was this product, or this compound, or whatever it is, called quercetin complex. Now, there's a lot of research been done on this, and it is supposed to help your body's immune response. Since taking it, I haven't got sick, even though people around me have, and even though I'm taking immunosuppressant things that normally would mean I would then get ill, this seems to have stopped it. So this seems to really be helping. Whatever this stuff is, it seems to be doing the most. Out of all the ones I'm using, I'm crediting this one with, you know, the success, but I am using a few different ones, so bear that in mind. But this is really, really good. I got it at Holland & Barrett. It's by Solgar. They don't sell Solgar at Cult Beauty actually, but I got these from Holland & Barrett. I take 2 a day with food and I've really been liking them, but I will report back if my combination either sorts out my skin or continues to stop me getting ill. But yeah, really been enjoying those just lately, as much as anyone can actually enjoy a supplement. Another thing I've got through quite a lot of, now I've used these in different strengths, not just these, but I've just kept this one just so I could demonstrate, well not demonstrate, but remind me to tell you. So these are the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Universal Daily Peels. So these are the 2-step peels. They come in little packets, 2 little tiny cloths. You use one on, well, cleanse dry skin, use one all over your face, leave it for 2 minutes, then use the other one, leave it for 2 minutes, and you continue with your serum, with your moisturiser. These are just an absolute godsend. If your skin is playing up, or it just needs a boost, or it just needs anything, use these, they're brilliant. They say you can use them every day. I don't, because that would be a very expensive hobby. I just save them for when my skin really needs them. But I actually have a stock of all 3 strengths, a lot of which I've got in goodie bags and little minis like this. You can get them in packs as small as 5 if you buy them yourself. But otherwise, if they're in like goodie bags, you usually get like 3. But they do 3 different strengths. They do the sensitive, which means it's for obviously the most sensitive skin. So I use that if my skin is really sensitive, because the second peel doesn't contain retinol. Then we've got the Universal Daily Peel, which does contain retinol, and then we've got the Extra Strength, which again contains retinol but at a slightly higher strength. And the reason why I have all 3, like I said, it depends what my skin's doing. The Universal is probably the one I use the most, the sensitive when my skin's sensitive. If I'm in major like breakout zone, it's the time of the month my skin's erupting, then I will go for the Extra Strength. So it depends on what your skin needs. Some people will just commit to one and that's their skin type. For me, I actually mix it up. But yeah, got through lots of these. They're still just the best peels ever. Then a lash serum. So I've got 1 lash serum here, but in the last 6 months I've used 2 lash serums. Love Revitalash. That is the best one ever. Closely followed by this one by Swede, which is the Pro Eyelash Growth Serum. So each serum lasts for about 3 months, applying it once a day at night. You just get the little brush, and it's a similar brush for Revitalash, and you just go along your lash line as if you're applying mascara, I guess, right at the base of the lashes. And my lashes have never grown so much. I've never had so many lashes. This stuff works that much that when I've got a little bit on other parts of my eyes, a hair has grown there. So whatever this magic is, it works. So lash serums are expensive, especially, like I said, this one and the Revitalash one, but they work and they last months, and I think it's worth it for the results I get. So I really rate lash serums, and this one from Swede, like I said, is pretty good. A little moisturiser. This is the Tatcha, the water cream. This is like a mini 10ml one. I've had a few of these actually. I've had I've also got, what else have I got here? I've got the silk cream one as well, and I also had the dewy skin cream one. I like all three. I probably like the silk cream the least, which is the most expensive anti-aging one. Just don't like it as much as I like my water cream and my dewy cream, you know? So these are all by Tatcha, all brilliant. But the water cream is my favourite because I've got oily combo skin and it's just a little bit lighter on the skin, doesn't cause breakouts, and just feels like a cool glass of water on the skin, leaves it nice and radiant and glowy, makeup applies well on top of it, and it's just my current favourite moisturiser. If you've seen my AM routine, this will not be any surprise. Apologies, things are like covered in dust. I've had them under my desk for a while in this like super cute little basket thing I got off Amazon. Seriously, how cute is this? It's the cutest. I'll link it underneath if you're interested because I love things like this. So I got through a couple of these. These are the Otto Sleep Drops with 10% CBD. So these are like a nighttime tincture. You just put a little bit under your tongue and they help you sleep better. And I think they do. These work really well. I was actually introduced to that in, I think it was one of the first, the Liberty Beauty Drop boxes. And I'm glad I was because I probably would never have picked it up otherwise. I've got another one in here as well. A couple of vitamin C's. I've got the Sunday Riley CEO 15% vitamin C serum. This is probably my third favourite face serum, vitamin C serum rather. My favourite is this one. Look, this is a little tiny one as well. I've had a few of these. This is the Drunk Elephant Sea Firmer Fresh Day Serum. That's my favourite. Second current favourite is the Dr. Dennis Gross Vitamin C Serum, which I'm currently using in my AM skincare routine. And third and final favourite would be the Sunday Riley one. So the Sunday Riley one, texture-wise, is a little bit more of like a cream serum, whereas this is very much like a watery serum, as is the Dr. Dennis Gross one. But I find out of them all, it does help brighten the skin, just not quite as well as the other two, for me. That's been my experience. Now, if you prefer more of a creamy kind of light lotion texture, you will probably prefer this one. And it's still really good. It's just, for me, not as good as the Drunk Elephant and the Dr. Dennis Gross. Another Empty, the best lip scrub in the whole wide world. I've tried loads and I cannot beat or come close to this one. It's by Fresh and it's a sugar lip polish, gently exfoliates and conditions. So they have just got the ratio of scrub to lip balm feeling, whatever it is they put in there, perfectly. Whereas I find like the Lush ones are too kind of scrubby, not enough of the kind of oily stuff that binds it together. And then I've got other ones that aren't scrubby enough. This is the perfect in-between prep for lips. It also smells really nice. It just smells like, I guess, sweet, a little bit like sugar, like brown sugar. It's gorgeous to use. It's just the best lip scrub. I can't say anything more about it. I've got another one of these in a full size because it's brilliant. But I would never be without that lip scrub. Nothing else, more expensive, less expensive, comes anywhere near it. That is the best lip scrub ever. And you'll see it sells out quite a lot. And I think that's because it's so amazing. I've got a full size here, but I've actually just run out of the one I had, or I have within the last 6 months, and then thrown it. But I've got loads of them, so I can show you. So it's the Ordinary Niacinamide 10% and Zinc 1%. Can't recommend enough. £5.60, lasts like 3 months. I use it once a day, 2 drops all over my face. It's not sticky if you only use 2 drops. It stops breakouts, it makes the skin a little bit healthier and glowier, and it's £5.60. It's just brilliant. I really liked this moisturiser in the last couple of months as well. It was a teeny tiny size, but I actually really like it and I've repurchased it. It's by Pi and it's the Pioneer Mattifying Moisturiser Cream. They were doing like an offer where you could get like a mini to try, I think that's where I got it from. Anyway, love this stuff, enough to go and buy it again. So the Pioneer, if you have got oily combination skin and you want a moisturiser that's not going to make your skin extra oily, this is really nice. As it says, mattifying, so it's really nice to just kind of keep your skin not looking too oily and mattifies it all down nicely for applying your makeup and stuff. So yeah, I liked that. A couple of SPFs I used and loved, again used a few of these. The Ultraviolet SPF 50 Extreme Screen Hydrating Body and Hand Sunscreen, UVA and UVB, broad spectrum, 4 hours, water resistant, which is quite good. Most water resistant SPFs are like an hour, hour and a half. This stuff works. I've actually got this in like a 500ml pump bottle, that's how much I love it. This is one of their minis, they do little like mini kits and stuff. And I also loved the Clean Screen Fragrance Free Gel for the face. Both are fragrance free, both work really well, don't irritate the skin. Another issue I have with quite sensitive skin on my body and eczema is that some sunscreens can really, really irritate These don't. These are brilliant. So if you're looking for an SPF, try out Ultraviolet, because actually they do some amazing sunscreens. They're an Australian brand. Very, very good. So that was my empties for the last 6 months. Like I said, I'm sure there's a few others I've missed, but I've tried to remember everything I've used. I've tried to keep everything. And I'm going to try and get back on top of it so that we can have a more regular monthly kind of empties and favourites, as much as is possible. But hopefully you've enjoyed watching it. It wasn't as long as I expected. I got through it quite quickly, so I think we did okay. Let me know if any of your favourites were in my empties, or if there's anything I've tried and you think, do you know what, if you like this, try this, let me know. I love a good recommendation. So I really hope you've enjoyed watching this video. There'll be links underneath to everything we've talked about, and some of the links are affiliated, which means if you make a purchase it doesn't cost you any extra, but I may get a small commission for referring you, which helps to support the channel, and I really appreciate all of your support. I would love it if you give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.